my name is Courtney. I'm one of the carnivore keepers here at Wellington Zoo, and we thought we would share some of the ways that you can train your animals at home and how we train our animals here at the zoo. So training is a really important part of our husbandry for our animals. So the training we're doing is in the form of husbandry or medical training. So what that means is that the animals aren't doing a trick per se, they're doing a behaviour that has an important use. So whether it's recalling an animal to a den space so that we can go into their habitat and clean. Other behaviours we might ask for is a red panda standing on a scale so that we can get their weight, or a lion sitting on a scale so that we can get a more accurate weight of them as well. We also do target training with our animals, so this is using something like a target stick that the animal touches their nose to, and then they get a reward for that, and that's a tool that we use to be able to move an animal into a particular place. For our red pandas, that enables us to be able to move them into certain areas, so then we can use it then for also crate training, or it does just help with strengthening the relationship we've got with the animals and the keeper. Nima is trained to do a few different behaviours. So the first one is a recall. So he will actually come to the keepers when they're calling him. So this is really important because they do live so high up in the trees. Our red pandas have quite tall trees in their habitats. If for some reason we needed to see him quickly, whether he had a sore leg, if we saw a bit of a limp, we can actually call him down to an area and then have a really good look at him. What this also enables us to do is, if we're wanting to go in for a training session, that we can call him down to that area at that time that we want. Another thing that Nima will do is also target. So he will touch his nose to a tennis ball at the end of a stick. So this is really important for allowing us to be able to move him around the habitat. If we want him in a certain area, he will just follow the target to that area. But it also has other uses such as exercise. So we can actually use it to really get him to move a lot more if we're wanting him to express more natural behaviours like jumping from one branch to another. He can also do that. This also is another tool that we can use to lead on to other behaviours. So for an example, his crate training, Nima's trained to enter a crate, and he will actually sit there and wait and allow the door to be closed, and then that allows us to take him down to the Nest Tikohanga, our veterinary hospital. So if he was having a health check, we can just take him down and it's really stress-free for him. He's completely used to it. So at Wellington Zoo, training techniques that we use is called positive reinforcement. So this is when we are rewarding the animal for a behaviour we do want, and we're just ignoring the other things that they're doing. So over time, using small approximations, you can teach the animal to do the complete behaviour. So for example, Nima entering a crate is not something that you can do in one lot. It takes lots of little baby steps to get to that point. And so there's a couple of things that we use. So the first thing is we do have a training pouch for most of our animals here. We use this. This enables us to have our hands free when we're doing the training. So another thing you need is a bridge. So a bridge is something that you use to let the animal know that when they've done the behaviour you've asked them for, they've done the right thing and that a reward is coming. So here at Wellington Zoo we use clickers. Just makes that sound. So you can also use a whistle or the word good as well, just like you would for your dog or cat at home. The animal then knows that the reward is coming, because it can be a bit tricky for us sometimes to reward the animal as soon as they do it, and then it can get a bit confusing. So this just helps with aiding that communication between the keeper and the animal as well, or you guys at home and your cat or dog. And the other thing you need is a reward, or we call it here a reinforcer. So we use generally food for our animals. That's what they're most highly driven by, but you want it something to be super high value to your animals. So that might just be a pet for your dog if that's something that they really enjoy, or it could be you playing with your dog with their favourite toy as well. For our red pandas, we use pear, so that's their favourite thing. For our lions, our tigers, we use training meat, so really small cubes of meat. So as soon as the animal does what you've asked them for, you've clicked, and then you can reward them with that treat. If you do decide to do some training at home, let us know how you go. Good luck. Training with animals can be super fun for both us and them, and it can also help strengthen relationships too. So take care at home. I hope you guys are having fun, and we'll see you next time.